Hey guys, it's your boy M.K.S back here with part 2 of my dreams for Mixy Mixies, as I call us, or mixed race people. As mentioned in my previous video, like, because it's the 25th and 25, because Christmas on the 20th, so it sort of reminds me of Christmas. So when people have a shopping list for Christmas, I thought I'd do one like my shopping list life. So I hope that made some sort of sense. I know I have some quirky habits, but I had quite a few plans for things to do today, but for some reason I didn't really have the motivation. So I normally have a dilemma on Mondays and Fridays as well, because like I want to be sort of spontaneous, but then a lot of time I'll have these plans that I want to do, and then when I have too many ideas at once, I struggle to put them into practice. Anyway, I'm going to try and stop waffling and get on with my list. So as I say, these are my personal dreams for, or some of my personal dreams at least, for mixed race people, like what I'd like us to work on and focus on and that sort of thing. So as I say, continuing on from part 1, I hope you checked that out. If you haven't already done so, please check it out, and I hope you'll enjoy it. I appreciate any likes and sharing of the video and general support, and yeah, if you support my channel as much as possible, I really appreciate it. So here goes. So number 11, I would, in spite of having quite a poor diet myself, like I have a lot of sugar and stuff like that, so I don't have the most healthy diet. I'm a little bit overweight and all that, but for some reason I'd like us to like not be, I'd love us to be like non-smokers, teetotalers, not touch any alcohol for some reason, and also not take drugs or anything like that. And as I said before, I probably mentioned before, I would want us not to break any laws either. So basically to try and always obey the law, and again, not smoke, drink, take drugs, or anything like that. Although, as I say, I don't have the most healthy diet myself. Like I've only recently started drinking water, so and I don't really drink that much of it, like a bottle a day or so. But yeah, so I mean, I know I have quite a bad diet. I drink a lot of Pepsi and tea and stuff like that, so I probably have just as bad diet as people who do those sort of things I talk about. But yeah, I'd like us, as I say, not in my dream we wouldn't smoke, drink alcohol, or take drugs or anything like that. Would all be teetotalers and that sort of thing. Number 12, I'd love us to like be encouragers, like uplifters, people who uplift others, and always, as much as possible, unless people are really harsh to us, or unless unless people are really bad to us and we have to defend ourselves or whatever, generally treat other people as well as possible. Number 13, I suppose I probably do have a few selfish dreams for us as well, but generally speaking, I think most of the dreams I have are quite ethical, I hope. I know I'm a bit biased, like focusing just on mixed race people, but I suppose my experiences or things like that make me want to work more with mixed race people. Like yeah, I think other groups, other backgrounds, like have a lot of things like law breaking or violence or things like that. So I wouldn't want mixed race people to do anything like that. Like another thing would be like football hooliganism or anything like that. So obviously those are things that break the law anyway. And as I talked before about not being violent. Number 14, I'd love us to like focus on what solutions we can offer to the world to make the world a better place. Again, like looking after the environment, coming up with ideas, and hopefully putting them into action about how we can make the world a better place and that sort of thing. Number 15, yeah, I dream for us to like focus on how to improve the world, how to make the world a better place, not commit crimes, and yeah, not use violence unless in self-defense. And I think like treating other people as we wish to be treated, but especially if people are good to us, I think we should always be good to them back. And if people are not so good to us, I think we should try and avoid them as much as possible, so we would avoid conflict or competition rather than actually get angry. But obviously if people back you into a corner or treat you so bad for so long, I can understand why you would snap back or whatever, or defend yourself. But generally, as I say, people who treat us well, I think we should treat them well, and return the favour. If they're good to us, basically, I think we should be good to them. That's one of my main philosophies that I love to encourage my fellow mixed race people, my fellow nuts, if you like, to follow. Number 16, again, I'd love us to like network together and talk about how we can help developing countries, and basically work together against white supremacy partly by helping people from Africa and Asia and those other places I've talked about before. yeah, and maybe network with people from Africa and Asia, and also look at how we can travel in the future, maybe, or at least share our ideas virtually if we can't travel, so that we can help those countries in Asia and Africa, and look at how we can help them as much as possible, like supporting women entrepreneurs from Africa, or Australasian groups like Aborigines, Maoris, again, as I said before, like, and people like that, and young entrepreneurs, how we can do projects that support girls in politics, learning about politics, business, or tech, how we can fundraise for those sorts of things and use our strengths to support those groups. Number 17, we'll encourage like using our imagination, thinking outside the box, and again coming up with creative ideas to make the world a better place. Number 18, again, hopefully will be a positive influence on the world, looking after children, the most vulnerable, looking after animals and nature, planting trees, looking after the environment. And hopefully that will improve our reputation around the world, especially, obviously, extremists. So we say extremists are never going to like us, I imagine, mostly, but maybe some of them could have their mind changed if they see that we are trying to be positive members of society as much as possible. Excuse me. And supporting the poor and the most vulnerable. Number 19, I'd love to support projects such as supporting African tech and development, as well as businesses, again, like in Africa and Asia, Africans in technology especially, and things like that. And number 20, again, I'd love to hear from my fellow mixed race people. So I wouldn't, if I made a group, I wouldn't want to be the leader of the group. I just want to be like the founder and put forward my ideas and listen to other people's ideas as much as possible. So please let me know what you think. And if you made it this far, thanks so much. I appreciate, as I say, your likes and shares and all that good stuff, and supporting my channel. Peace out.